I am Batman. Average Sniper.
Hey, what's up everyone? Average Sniper here, and today I have 10 tips to help you perform better in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on Xbox One. Now the first tip is about how to parachute down to the ground faster. Once you reach your destination, you want to jump out of the plane and you want to angle straight downwards, assuming you're jumping out right over your destination, until you hit 234 kilometers per hour. Continue to angle downwards, and when you pull your parachute, it will actually drop you closer to the ground than if you weren't falling at terminal velocity. That will result in you getting loot faster than anyone else. This works especially good in solos, where you're landing close to other people and you need to grab loot before anyone else even hits the ground. Now the second tip is how to run faster. If you hold down the Y button on your controller, it will put your weapon away. This allows you to run slightly faster than if you have your weapon in your hands. This is especially useful in those sticky situations where you find the blue circle closing in on you and you need to run just a little faster so it doesn't chip away at your health. Here's an example of one of my friends, Gunslinger, running beside me with a weapon and me running beside him without a weapon. You'll see I give him a slight head start and I'm still able to catch up and make it to the Jeep a little before he does. Now tip number 3 is more of a strategic tip. It is a good idea to disable the tires on vehicles that you aren't using when you're far outside the safe zone so that other enemies can't take the vehicles and use them to get into the safe zone. You know, if they die in the gas, that's just 1 or 2 less enemies that you have to worry about. So, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually punch the tires out on vehicles. This creates a lot less noise than shooting them out, and it's kind of just fun to do. Now this next tip is for you brawlers out there. If you're the type of guy that likes to land and immediately get into a fist fight with someone, here's something you should know. A jump punch to the head does a massive amount of damage. It can one-shot kill them if they're not wearing a helmet. If they are wearing a helmet, it still does a massive amount of damage. So always go for that jump punch to the head and then maybe follow it up with a quick jab to the head. You always want to aim for the head even when you're punching, and you will win that fight. Now here's something we've all liked to do since Call of Duty, and that's cook your grenades. When you pull your grenade out in this game by holding the right trigger down, it doesn't actually start cooking the grenade until you press the left button, which is the button right above your left controller. At that point you will hear a click, and the grenade will be live, and this works for stun grenades, smoke grenades, and frag grenades. So once you hear that click, you better get ready to throw your grenade. And here's another tip for grenade users. Do you ever have somebody that's hiding behind the other side of the door and just won't come out? You really want to go get them, but you don't just want to barge in through the door because they probably will just shotgun you in the face. Well, here's the way I like to deal with this. Shoot out the bottom of the door, pull your grenade out, get ready to throw it, but before you do throw it, press the left trigger. This will change the direction of the grenade from overhand to underhand and allow you to roll it right through the hole that you shot in the door. This also works when enemies are close and you prefer to roll the grenade up to them instead of throw it. And now for some quick tips about gunplay. Did you know that you can adjust the brightness of your red dot or holographic sight? Simply aim in first person, hold down RB, which is the button right above the right trigger, and while you're aiming and holding down RB, use the left analog stick by moving it up and down to adjust the brightness on your holographic or red dot sight. This also works for zooming in and out on larger scopes. Another great tip when using an optic like a red dot or a holographic sight is how to hold your breath and zoom in and out. You can do this by holding down LB while you're aimed in first person mode. This will not only zoom in your red dot or your holographic optic, but it will also start holding your breath to reduce the sway. You will see a little icon that looks like a picture of lungs pop up on the bottom of the screen to indicate how much breath time you have left for holding your breath. This is very helpful when you don't have a high-powered scope and you need to zoom in to be more accurate on the shots that you're taking. Another great tactics for gunfights that helps you get kills without fully exposing your body is to use the lean. You can lean left and you can lean right when you're aiming in third person and first person by either holding the aim button down for third person or pressing it once for first person. And then if you want to lean right, you're going to press the right analog stick like a button, and if you want to lean left, you're going to press the left analog stick like a button. Just press it once and let it go, and this will lean you right or left. Press it again to get rid of the lean, or just take your hand off the aim button or go out of first person aim to stop the lean. And now for the last tip of the video. Always keep your gun on full auto or burst mode if you don't know where the enemies are. This is especially important if you're breaching a building and you're not sure how many enemies are inside. It's equally important if you're running through an open field and somebody stands up from a prone position or jumps out from behind a tree. You need to be ready by having your gun on full auto or burst. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you find it helpful. Now get out there, use these tips, and get some chicken dinners. Go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content. See you later!